Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It's the Mosin Dude here. Today we're going to be talking about 22 suppressors and their feasibility. If it's something that you should consider for your shooting applications, or if it's something you should stay away from altogether. The can we're running today is going to be the Dead Air Mask, and we're going to be running it on the Taurus XT22 competition model. We'll have a video coming out on the Taurus later on, so stay tuned for that. But we're going to get into the actual shooting of this video and the suppressor portion, and talk about the details of that later on. Alright, so one thing you have to do when shooting like cans, stuff like that, any can really, that's not a quick detach. If it's a direct thread like this suppressor is, you just have to make sure it's tightened every time, because sometimes it'll just walk itself off. Just one thing to consider. So one thing I really like about suppressors, as you can tell, neither of us were wearing hearing protection. Well, maybe not my brother, but he was wearing a beanie, but neither of us are wearing hearing protection, which is really nice with these suppressors. It makes that really good for new shooters, especially with the 22 pistol like this that has hardly any recoil. It really just takes the bite off of the sound itself, and makes it really pleasant to shoot. So if you have a new shooter and you want to get them into shooting, or maybe an older person, a setup like this would be great. Maybe minus the red dot, shoot iron sights, something like that. But it'd be great for a new shooter. That's another thing for a new shooter. I would recommend shooting with iron sights first and really build good techniques, good trigger discipline, and really hone in those fundamentals of shooting handguns with a 22 pistol, and then using those iron sights. And then once you get more proficient, you can step up to a red dot, and then you can even take the suppressor off if you want. Or you can leave the suppressor on and have a good time shooting all day and be able to hear everyone around you talking, which is always nice. Let's get into doing some more shooting. Alright, so wrapping up the video, talking about suppressing a 22. Caden, what's your thoughts on shooting suppressed after today?
Personally, I enjoy shooting suppressed. It just makes the experience more enjoyable. The hassle of having to wear ear protection is just like taken away, I guess.
Yeah, so it's pretty nice, like we talked about earlier. It really takes the bite off of the sound itself. Wearing hearing protection, still you can get a lot of, not necessarily ringing, but it's still uncomfortable to a degree. It's still all safe, right, if you're wearing hearing protection. But if you can mitigate the noise and make it better for your neighbors and stuff like that, why not? But something to consider with suppressors is, here in America, we have to ask not only permission, but we get taxed to use our rights, which is unconstitutional. But that's the laws we have to deal with right now. Hopefully we can get that changed down the road. But as it stands, for every NFA item like a suppressor or a short-barreled rifle, you have to pay a $200 tax stamp in order to have that, and you have to wait. I waited 7 months to get the suppressor back, which is just absolutely ridiculous. You should just be able to walk up to the counter, purchase the firearm, and be able to exercise your right that same day. But that's a story for another day. So with that being said, they are a little expensive, I'll admit. Suppressor itself was around $400, and then plus $200 tax stamp puts you about $600. So it's a little inhibiting for some people. They can't just go out and just blow the money on a suppressor. I recommend just starting with the base gun, and then working up and getting other enhancing accessories like a red dot. Get a flashlight if you intend on using it as a home defense gun or something like that before you start working towards other accessories like a suppressor. But with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks, Valor, for coming out here and shooting this video with us. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let us know what you think down in the comment section below. Always remember where you came from and to stay humble. It's the Mosin Dude. We'll see you on the next video.